Well, reports are out that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going woke. And of course, we knew this was going to happen. Ever since they revealed that trailer last year, it really looked like they had a lot of work to do to try to make this actually feel like a Grand Theft Auto game worth playing. But as we know now, there's new reports out, and Demian did a great analysis of it the other day. And we have a new report here that Grand Theft Auto 6 developer will be targeting white people with DEI indoctrination courses. So they're going to go the same direction as the rest of AAA gaming. All of these companies have hired crazy consultants out there, as we know, and we'll get into the news in just a second. Now, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button and join us here as we talk about all things in pop culture. And we're getting really close to 50,000 subscribers thanks to you. Really appreciate you. This is our Fandom Pulse Substack right here, which I work on with my partner here, John Trent, who used to run Bounding Into Comics. He does all the video game articles that your favorite YouTubers read. You've seen him on Endymion, you've seen him on Asmongold, you've seen him on The Quartering, you've seen him on Friday Night Tights. This guy's the heaviest hitting journalist out there, and we are working together to do this. So I'm going to put this in the description below, our Substack. Please sign up and grab a paid subscription. It's only $5 a month, which is like a Starbucks cup of coffee, and it helps us do this full time. We're trying to compete with IGN, Kotaku, and the like, all the fake news out there, and of course, just actually tell the truth about the industry. And with that, we need your support. We don't do advertising. It's all gamers like you who help us out, and we really appreciate you for doing so and keeping us going. So grab this in the description below as well. All right, so a new report claims that Rockstar Games, the developer of Grand Theft Auto 6, is targeting its employees based on race for DEI indoctrination courses. Now, this is happening at different companies. I have an Ubisoft insider who actually showed me their DEI courses last year. It was so sick. These people are just getting complete hours and hours of just like being forced to be told that white people are bad, basically, and that they need to respect their BIPOC. I'd say brethren, but brethren's a gendered word, and we can't use that anymore. Oh no! And so. This is happening at every major corporation across America, and of course, it's happening at Rocksteady as well. It's terrible, and this is what they're trying to, just attack people with across the board. It's some weird thing to try to make white people hate themselves to get white people out of culture, as we know, and it is exactly what's been going on the entire time. And Demian, with the help of that Park Place writer Francisco Solback, uncovered that Rockstar is funneling its white employees into a DEI indoctrination course called Unconscious Bias, run by Stacey A. Gordon. He stated the unconscious bias thing was a big part of the scoop because whenever people claim that white devs specifically are not being targeted or forced to comply with beliefs or whims of others, I mean, it's simply not true. White developers are getting strangled by this industry to comply with these insane demands, and that's exactly what's happening. He detailed the unconscious bias, by the way, is not just some random thing, but what Francisco was able to discover was that it actually was a mandatory course that pushed onto employees at Rockstar. And like I said, I've seen the exact same thing at Ubisoft. This is across the nation, guys. It's happening everywhere in every industry. Video games is just a part of this. So if you're not in corporate America, this is how bad it's been for a long, long time. Which ones may you be asking? You can probably guess it, but it was exclusively pretty much only white employees who work at Rockstar right now who were put through this course. He explained, based on what Francisco found, 60 employees forced to take this unconscious bias course in order to gain a certificate. Around 58 of them were white people. The other 2 of those 60 were of Asian descent. Poor Asians out there. If you're an Asian person in the comments, I'm sorry. You are an official white person at this point. You might even be worse than white people because you do too well. You're not supposed to. You got to be an oppressed minority like the rest of them. So let me know if you're feeling pretty white, if you're one of my viewers out there. I appreciate you guys. Later, he stated, right now, as it stands on Rockstar, is completely infected with the woke pandering DEI initiatives that have ran through the whole swath of white employees, almost exclusively into admitting, submitting, and then receiving a certificate to confirm their own unconscious racist bias, according to these woke grifters who are infesting Rockstar right now at insane rates. Here's one of the main characters of Grand Theft Auto 6 who you're going to get to enjoy playing. Very mannish Latina. Yeah, how exciting. Better not have those gender stereotypes, my friends. As shown in the screenshots of the video, the unconscious bias is a certification from Rockstar employees they could obtain by taking a 23-minute DEI indoctrination course run by Gordon and certified by LinkedIn. Yeah, Facebook, LinkedIn, Zuckerberg, all in on it, my friends. The official description for the training states, we're all biased. Except, it's only for white people. Our experiences shape who we are. Our race, ethnicity, gender, height, weight, and sexual orientation, place of birth, and other factors impact the lens with which we view the world. In this course, diversity expert Stacy Gordon, diversity expert, this is ridiculous. Of course, Stacy Gordon's a black chick. Helps you recognize and acknowledge your own biases so you can identify them when making decisions and prevent yourself from making calls from a biased viewpoint. By the way, there's nothing wrong with bias and there's nothing wrong with existing. This is all nonsense right now. It's all about just like promoting black people and making sure that you worship people based on darker skin color or based on their female gender. This is all it's about. It's actually about promoting bias. Even more is the opposite part. You're just supposed to not like things that are white, which is absolutely crazy, and it's self-destructive. Stacy explains some of the most common forms of bias take place in affinity bias, halo bias, perception bias, and confirmation bias. She helps you recognize the negative effects of bias within your organization, as well as the benefits to be realized by uncovering bias in decision-making processes. Finally, she outlines strategies for overcoming personal and organizational bias. Well, all these companies have diversity programs at this point where they're trying to actively hire female and minority counterparts. So since they're doing that, isn't that the bias that's existing within an organization? Oh, wait, you're not supposed to notice that. If you call that kind of thing out, you'll get fired at a place like Rocksteady. Ubisoft has a full scholarship for interns for just that are exclusionary of white males. That's what it is. That is bias in a nutshell. But of course, that kind of bias is good bias. The only bias that these people are talking about is only one direction. And that's the thing. All these diversity people inside all of these organizations are racist. And they hate you. They hate you, the gamer, because most gamers are white males. They really are. Asian males too. But you count as white at this point, as we saw earlier. And so this is what they're doing. And so when this is happening and these people are being built on this right here, with this preview course right here, unconscious bias is something we all need to be aware of because it affects us all. My name is Stacy Gordon. I'm a human capital and diversity capital with recruiting expertise. I spent years working in Fortune 500 companies, listen to this, and nonprofit organizations specializing in diversity and inclusion. What a grift. And today I bring awareness to the topic of unconscious bias and get you to think how it might affect you and affecting others. So now all these people in there are trying to push this sort of unconscious bias certification sort of deal, and that Rockstar is being subjected to this. It is all about making sure they don't want white males involved in things. And that's why you get characters like this as your lead. Nobody actually wants this. This is actually a net detriment to the game. It's making people not want the game, of course. And it's going to be worse because this entire thing is going to go around and you're going to have all these body positive messages in here. And you're, of course, going to have the homosexual and transgender messages put into this game as well. When you get these sort of courses, and this is what you're indoctrinating the employees with, the employees are told by the company bias that's what's supposed to be in the video game. This is how these things start. This is why Dragon Age at this point has top surgery scars, because the people from the top down mandate these courses. The people on the bottom then go, okay, the course has told me to do this, and so they put that crap into the games. So we can expect with this happening at Rockstar that the company is absolutely going to be pushing this kind of thing into Grand Theft Auto 6. It's going to be a complete nightmare, a complete disaster, and you've been warned right in advance. Oh my gosh, if this game ever comes out. That's another thing. But they know it. They know it's failing across the board. They know that gamers are rejecting this, and so they're going to delay it. They're going to try to hide it, but of course, we'll be covering it every step of the way. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below with what you think, my friends. Are you unconsciously biased? And please sign up for our Substack. Like I said, we are doing the journalism here that is not done across the board, and we need your support to keep us going. We're at about a third of keeping this sustainable right now and paying for John Trent's salary full time. And with your help, we can get there quickly. And then at this point, we can do this forever. And that's the whole deal. We're here for you, to serve you, and we appreciate you gamers out there. And we don't want to change anything about you or change your biases. We like them the way they are. I'll see you soon.